Hi designers, you're welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to cage your bustier or a corset. You can use this method when making your normal bustier and also when making your corset. You can use this method to cage the cups of the corset. So there are so many ways of caging the bustier and I'm going to be sharing with you one of the numerous ways you can use in caging your bustier or your corset. So if you are interested in this, please watch this video till the end. And if this is your first time on this channel, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also drop a comment. So before caging your bustier or your cup corset, the first thing to do is to join the center to the side or join your cups together. So I'll be making mention of bustier as I go on in this tutorial for clarity, but note that you can also use this method for your corset. So I went ahead to cut out two pieces, the main fabric and the lining, and I'm going to be caging the lining part. I've also gone ahead to add an interface to my lining piece, and this is what it looks like. So the first thing I'll be doing now is to draw the lines where I'm going to be attaching my boning. But before I go ahead to do that, I'll be trimming off the excess I have on this side of the bustier, and I'll be doing the same thing on the other side also. This is to reduce any form of bulkiness at that point when fixing the boning, because I'm going to be fixing the boning on this seam I have at this point. After trimming, this is what it looks like. As you can see, my bustier is looking very deep already. So if you draft wrongly, the caging is going to come out looking very flat. So make sure that your drafting is correct for you to have a nice effect after caging the bustier. There is no magic in this thing. You have to get the drafting right for it to come out looking nice. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to draw the lines. So I'll be coming down from the armhole by, let's say, 2 inch, and I'm going to be coming down from the neckline by 0.5 inch. This 0.5 inch is going to be the sewing allowance I'll be used to turn the neckline. So I'll just go ahead to draw following the shape I have on the neckline. I'll draw from one side to the other part like this. Once I'm done doing that, I'll also go ahead to draw on this other side like this, and I'll repeat the same thing on the lower part. I'm also coming up by 0.5 inch on the lower part also like this, and on the side I'm going to go ahead to also draw a curve on the side. So when drawing your lines, make sure that the lines are not straight. If you draw a straight line, your bustier is going to come out looking flat. So I'll be fixing a boning on the center like this. I'll go ahead to draw a straight line at that point, and I'm going to go ahead to draw another line at this point also. So when drawing this line, it should be curved as you can see me doing in the video. Please do not draw a straight line if you don't want your bustier to come out looking flat. So I'll draw another line at this point also like this. And after drawing this line, I'm going to head over to the side and also draw a line on the side. At this point, I'll be drawing one line. So when drawing the line, make sure that the bustier is not looking straight. You are following the curves you have at that point, and I'll be doing the same thing on this other side. So once I'm done drawing the vertical lines, I'll be drawing a line on the inner part, and to draw the inner line, I'm going to position my bustier in a way that the curved part is coming out really nice, and I will draw the line following the curves I have on the bustier. I hope I'm making sense. Just go ahead to follow the curve you have on your bustier so that you don't end up having a very flat caging after caging the bustier. After drawing the lines, this is what it's going to look like after drawing the line. Like I said, there are so many ways to do this, and this is one of the ways you can use in caging your bustier. So just make sure that the lines are not straight, the lines are curved, and it's going to come out really nice. Next, I'll head over to my sewing machine to stitch my boning to the lines I drew, and this is the boning I'm going to be using for the caging. Is the 0.25 inch boning. That's the smallest boning. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to show you how to do this. So here is my bustier and the lines I drew on it, and I'm going to be starting from the top line. So I'll go ahead to place my boning on it like this, and I'll go ahead to start stitching it. So before you go ahead to stitch, you can use your masking tape to cover the tip of the boning to avoid any form of discomfort when the dress is being worn, or you can go ahead to just trim off any sharp edge you have at the tip of the boning before you start stitching it to your bustier. So I'm going to go ahead to be stitching it on this first line I have here. So I'll place it like this, then I will stitch on the top part. I'll go ahead to stitch following the shape I have on the bustier. So it is very important to follow the shape you have on the bustier. Please do not stitch on a straight line. Follow the curves you have drawn on the bustier. So I'm just going to go ahead to stitch from this side to the other side. So here I've gone ahead to stitch, and this is what it looks like after stitching. So I've not closed the lower part because I'm going to be fixing the other boning underneath it. Once I'm done fixing the vertical bonings, I'll close up the lower part. I hope this is clear. So this one is going to be underneath it like this, then I'll run a stitch on it to avoid any form of discomfort. The next I'm going to be doing now is to fix the boning on the other side also. So next I'll head over to the lower part. So I'll turn my bustier this way and I'll head over to the lower part, and I'm going to be stitching just one side of the boning. So I'll be stitching the lower part of the boning this time around. So I'll stitch from this point to the other side. Once I'm done stitching this part, I'll go ahead to stitch the curve I have on the sides. Note that I'm stitching just one side because the other bonings are going to be fitting into the space before I come back to stitch on the other side. I hope this is clear. So after sewing the boning all the way around, this is what it's going to look like. The next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to stitch the remaining part, that is the center part. So to stitch this side, you're going to be fixing the boning underneath the first one and make sure that it also fits into the lower part. Then you're going to go ahead to stitch all the way to the hem. And for the horizontal part, I'll be doing the same thing. It's going to fit into this side. Then you go ahead to stitch all the way to the other side. Make sure you follow the curve you have. I'll be fixing one on this seam and I'll fix another one on the other side seam also. So here I've gone ahead to sew in the vertical lines and the horizontal lines, and this is what it looks like. So your boning should fit into the upper part and also fit into the lower part. The next I'll be doing now is to close up this part. This part is still open, so I'm going to go ahead to run the second stitch on it, and I'll do the same thing on the sides and also on the lower part also. So after sewing the boning, this is what it looks like after I was done sewing. As you can see, the curves on the cup is still maintained. So when stitching, make sure you follow the curves on the bustier to have a nice effect. So once you push it out, this is what the bustier is going to look like. As you can see, it is still coming out nice and the curve is still maintained on the bustier. After sewing the boning, this is what you should have. So the next thing to do is to flesh the bustier. The interface to use for fleshing is the fiber. So I couldn't get fiber in my area. I decided to use my ST to flesh the bustier. So I use my wadding and my ST to flesh the bustier. So the goal is to cover up the boning we have. So I'll just go ahead to, so I'll head over to the ironing table to show you how to cover it up. So after doing that, you're going to be placing the fashion fabric on it like this. So the next thing I'll go ahead to quickly do now is to iron my ST to the caged bustier. So to iron your bustier, you need your tailor's ham to iron your bustier so you don't end up losing the curve on the bustier. So like I said, I couldn't get fiber. I decided to use my wadding and my ST. I just have to improvise. So the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to place my hemming gum on the caged bustier. So I'll go ahead to place the hemming gum all around like this. After placing the hemming gum on it, I'll place my wadding on it, then I'll iron it out. So when ironing the bustier, make sure that you follow the curve you have on it. You are molding it. Don't just go ahead to start ironing. Mold it in such a way that the bustier effect is coming out like you see me doing in the video. So I'm just going to go ahead to keep on doing it until I'm okay with it. Then I'll place my interface on it once I'm done doing that. So after ironing my estate, this is what it looks like. So when ironing, make sure you are molding the cuffs so it doesn't go flat. As you can see, we still have the cuffs intact. The next I'll be doing now is to place my main fabric on it like this. So I'll head over to my sewing machine to place it this way. Then I'll turn the neckline. After turning the neckline, I'll also go ahead to pipe the lower part. So I'll go ahead to quickly do all this. Then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So here I'm gonna head to attach my main fabric to it, and this is what the outer bar looks like. I piped this lower part and I turned the neckline, so you can use your hemming gum to keep it in place. This is what the inner part of the cage bustier looks like. As you can see, our cups are still intact. So the next I'm going to go ahead to do now is to attach this to the funnel corset I'm making. So this is the main bodice of the funnel corset I'm making, and I'm going to be placing those bustier parts on it like this, as you can see me doing in the video. So guys, I'll be taking this on my clients when the client comes. I just thought it wise to share with you guys. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to, and also don't forget to like, share and drop a comment. Thank you guys for watching.